Welcome to Critical Cosplay, where I show you how to turn yourself into crit role characters as easily as possible. Today we're covering Vaelus. This series was made possible by Mehron, who sent me the face paint to do this. Today I'm using Creamblend makeup for the base. For preparation, all I'm going to do is wash my face very thoroughly. For the base, I'm starting with a pastel purple cream blend. I blend it out with a dry beauty blender. I'm going back and forth repeatedly to make sure that my application is even. This product won't dry until you set it, so it's really friendly for new face painters. Once my base is even, I'll take the darker purple cream blend stick and contour. I do also add a little of the pastel blue to the colder tone areas on my face. I'm using a tiny bit of white face paint on a brush in my highlight areas. Once I'm happy with the base, I'm going to take a brush and apply setting powder. I recommend keeping your face neutral while setting so that you don't accidentally set makeup with laugh line creases. This is my go-to palette for all things face paint related. I will primarily be using the last 3 shades on the purple row. I'm using a mix of sweeping and tapping motions to place and blend the eyeshadow on my face. I'm using the dark shades very sparingly. When contouring, I'm using the character reference, but also considering my own facial anatomy. For that, making minor modifications when necessary to fit your face better over references is the way to go. It's why I advocate so strongly for doing a full makeup or face paint test for any character before the intended wear date so that you can figure out what you did and what you didn't like. I'm using different sized brushes to blend out my contour, so I have hard edges where I want them on my cheekbones and nose, and softer edges on my cheeks and under eyes. Anywhere that you paint, you should be adding a bit of dimension to. Onto the scarring. I'm going to plot first using eyeshadow before making harsher marks. I'm using gentle motions and a pretty stiff brush. My recommendation is, if you're not confident, just try and focus on making organic shapes. By starting with eyeshadow, it's low stakes and it's easy to blend out or to deepen later. I'm going between a blue and pink eyeshadow to refine before going in with my white cream blend stick. I set the scar areas with powder when done because I did use cream paint to highlight them. I'm using this same dark purple to add a little bit more dimension to both of the scars. I try and match my eyeliner to the reference. I put some cool tone highlighter on my cheeks and nose. Vaelus only has half of her face showing, so it's optional whether you want to do this. Putting on mascara. I have an angled brush I'm using for my eyebrows. You'll get the best and quickest payoff with cream paint to cover them if you have dark eyebrows. Brow shape is actually a very identifying feature on any character, so give them the care that they deserve. I'm lining my lips with some dark purple eyeshadow before going in with a universally flattering lipstick shade and topping with some gloss. I put the wig on and then we're done. You may notice that my ears don't match because initially this was going to be a water-based paint tutorial, but I didn't actually have enough paint left to complete it. My next video will be water-based to make up for this and cover all of the tips and tricks to perfect application. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment them below and I will answer as quickly as possible.